What after NEET? I can feel your pain that you have poured in for several years or long year of preparation, because it is really painful to study that hard to get a medical seat in India right now. But let me ask you a question. Is life is all about an exam? Is life all about being a doctor? Is it or a scientist or a IAS, IPS or any profession at specific? Is it all about? No, and it should not be. It should always be the work you are going to do in life, through your life, what contribution you are going to make. It is never about you, and it should not be. It will collapse it will collapse quickly if it is not for others, and it should be for others and should be for the society, should be for a cause at least. You all must have a dream, of serving people, of being a specialist in the field of human anatomy or human physiology. It is great to have. But does only a exam define your whole upbringing, whole life that you have poured in for years since childhood, all the dreams you had ever? Is it all about one exam, clearing only one exam? It should not be. It should not. You must, you must work for the cause. Okay, you must work for the cause, and that's why I think I should. I mean, why not I? Why I cannot say anything? I should. I mean, right? As a person, I just am saying, and I don't know who will be the audience of this, but I shared practical insights today with one of my friends who worked really hard from a really unprivileged situation, and he did not get a seat. And he said that the original attempt on the method was good enough for him to hope for a seat, but the re-NEET attempt, the chemistry question paper, the physics question paper was not up to his marks, or was not up to many. Well, I'm talking with them. I'm talking with them who have worked till work work like 2 or 3 years or 4 years of their life without joining a college, having only one dream to clear NEET and study medicine. I'm talking with them. I'm talking directly with them. Look, I shared practical insights with him, so I want to share with you all. First, what is your goal and why is it your goal? If you are a NEET aspirant, if you are aspiring to be a doctor, then your goal is to serve people, right? বাংলায় বলি শুশ্রূষা, মানুষের শুশ্রূষা করা. Here I come with a little more explanation that where does this শুশ্রূষা word came from? It came from Sushrut. Who was Sushrut? Sushrut was the first surgeon of the whole human civilization. We must know him, right? Aspiring to become a doctor. I am not. Of course I am not. But you guys are. Well, I cleared NEET. It is a good thing to share. But not with flying colors or anything. I got correct marks as the same as I got incorrect marks in my first this time attempt, this time TO attempt, and I did well in physics as I am a student of physics. All right. So, four things I want to share you that are the alternative careers where you can do real practical help of the society, where you can contribute to the society according to this time. Okay, so first one, join alternative medicine. Alternative medicines like Ayurveda, homeopathy, or or physiotherapy and psychology. These are the fields that are great enough that that you contribute your life to, and you help thousands of people. Ayurveda. Let me break the ice to you. Yeah, Ayurveda. As we all have thought that it is something old, doesn't have any scientific base or anything at all, I must say you are wrong. You are wrong. Cause Ayurveda in today's life, in today's day, it is growing as it is growing in a scientific procedure, scientific manner, as like the allopathy medicines. The only difference you could find in allopathic medicine and Ayurvedic medicine is the allopathic medicine is made by some inorganic chemistry drugs, chemicals, and the Ayurvedics are made from original organic chemicals produced directly by life. Well, otherwise the medicines in the Ayurvedic are currently going really good because they look as similar as a allopathy drug. They look the packaging, the everything, the manufacturing, everything is changing so rapidly, and the sector is growing so fast. I have a I have seen a brother. He have did his Ayurvedic study from Ayurvedic study, and then he have become the MD, and he also works in also have worked as a professor in Aligarh University. Yeah, so it is it is a good pathway for you to restand, regain your career quality, right? So you must have known about the GNM, ANM, Gen Pass, or something. So the nursing path. It is okay, but I am here to talk about something different. The Ayurvedic path is really valid and really scientific in today's date. Cause if we go little backward, not as a civilization, but in to understand our civilization from its core, we know about Vedas, right? What are the Vedas? What are the Vedas? We have four Vedas, right? Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Jajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. Ayurveda is considered as the fifth Veda. What are the Vedas actually are? Some little, some little or vast religious text? No, not at all. You can think of the Vedas as the research paper of ancient world. Okay, as now we study a thing deeply, and we gain practical insight about that, and we publish it in a research paper, and the researcher at those days, the researchers were the rishis. Who are the rishis? Rishis were the knower of the truth, and they were the researchers of that day. They did their research on what? On gravity, on black holes, on the uh, gravitational waves, or anything in physics, anything in chemistry, maths, or anything maths they did. They definitely did, but not in the science we see today. But they did in the science of the internal world. What we, what are we? What are we inside? How do we actually perceive us? Those are the questions they asked at, at that day, and they did the research about this, and that's why they are called the rishis. And the research, the finest of the research, after some uh, centuries of their, centuries or maybe millennials of their work, they got accumulated in the Vedas. They asked the internal question. As science, I'm a science student and I am potentially a researcher, so I look outside. I look the things. I look at an apple how it falls, and I look at with a microscope to atoms and electron microscope, and how things are inside, how the nanoparticles work, how the quantum physics works inside of quarks or anything, right? But they asked, we generally, what we perceive, we perceive a internal self, we perceive a self that is internal, we perceive our memories, our thoughts, our uh, internal feelings, and how we perceive ourselves is a great thing to study, equally valuable and equally insightful as we study the outside world, how we study the society and politics and everything. It is equally valuable to study the inside of ourselves, and that's what the rishis did. They studied, they studied the finest of ourselves, what we call us, what we call I, the eye of the eye. There's a concept in there is a concept in Advaita Vedanta. Okay, and let's not talk about that right now. If we call, so I talked about the Vedas to tell you about that what are they essentially. They are essentially the research papers of the ancient times, of that civilization where we came from, where we came from. These were the research paper, the foundings, the thought process, and everything that the humans thought at that date. And not only thought, they find it, they fine-tuned it, they find it, they proved it, they evaluated it and tested it, and everything they did for thousands of years. And then they didn't even wrote in a text that I found it, and I found it today. I saw internal red flash of omkar or something inside, and I say that if you sit in a way and think that and think about red line and something, you will see a omkar mark on your inside. No, they did not did that. What they did, they leave it open. They leave the research paper unsigned for thousands of years. They only cultivated that, like from generation to generation of rishis, of the researchers of that day. They just left it open for the next generation to research it in their way, and what got just fine tuned out of in, through this whole process, and the left, the Vedas, what we see today or what we have heard about, are the fine-tuned research of internal self. Those are the Vedas. Why are we talking about that? Because Ayurveda is a Veda. Ayurveda is considered as the fifth Veda. The four are those, and the fifth that is uh, created later on. And why I am telling this about to a science student? I myself, I consider myself as a, definitely with a scientific temperament, and doesn't accept anything without any validity, right? So I don't accept anything. So why I am talking this? Because I found it true. If it is not, then we may have a talk again. But the thing is, Ayurveda is a valid scientific practice today. Ayurveda have been through the ages, through the veins of India, and lived for the thousands of years. No one could just, yeah, you are correct that some people just some pick on some pick on some plants and do something, and they call that they would heal cancer, they would heal a broken leg or something. That's not what I am talking about. I'm talking about the fine thing that is the just the just the more natural way of allopathy. Allopathy is like chemicals, the inorganic things, and Ayurveda is just the opposite. If you could see Ayurvedic drug today, that looks exactly like exactly like a Ayurvedic allopathic drug, and the Ayush doctors, the original the doctors of today, they have to pass NEET, they have to go through MBBS or something, or they have to do everything. MBBS, I don't think. They have to do something, and then they pass, and then they treat people. So that's the open path for you. Ayurveda is good. Ayurveda is definitely good for those people who can't get that 50 in 50,000 seeds, right? And and it is not in fact wrong, because 22 or 23 lakhs candidate apply each year, and only some lakhs may be getting the seats through private and government combined, right? So it's a brutal math, and we all know that many people give NEET for just uh, just just a just without any sense actually. So maybe let us consider them, but still there is 15 lakhs of students. Like if we consider the 15 lakh students as them who are not yet prepared, or not actually prepared for NEET at all, but they are giving it. Let minus them. Then still it is 5 lakh aspiring, capable, really hard working students, and they did it. They did their whole preparation, but they can't get a medical seat. They cannot get a chance to become a doctor. They cannot get the chance to heal people through their lives. This should change. So the first one, as I talked, Ayurveda is a valid and is a good way, good career option right now, because it will grow. It will grow so much, because the current government and the ministry. Okay, let me explain a little more about Ayurveda. Like let us divide the word Ayurveda. What we find Ayurveda. What is Ayu? Ayu means longevity. That how much time you live in this earth. Isn't it fascinating, right? That Ayurveda is literally the science of living longer, the science of living better. Veda is actually the term that referred to as kind of science, kind of a methodological process of learning. Just like that, there is another open path for you to heal people: homeopathy. Do you ever had a homeopathy medicine? Ever? That tastes good. That comes in small sugary candies, and they put some medicine onto it, and the children actually love to have them. They love to have the medicine, and I myself, I love to have them in childhood. And the feeling of getting a homeopathy medicine was kind of a reward to have. And so it could be, it is a good alternative medicine option. The next, okay, so I'm not actually any, I don't have uh, any deep understanding of homeopathy, so I can't explain about that. About Ayurvedic, I don't actually have any expertise. I just have a normal common sense that is enough good to help devastated students, cause I have myself been devastated last year, right? So at that point, the next option for every need aspirants to consider is psychology. Yes, we are waiting for a second for that, cause psychology. Psychology is the greatest option you can pursue right now, cause first there is need, second there is there is very few psychological systems we have right now, and third, it is going to grow. It is going to grow. Just think 5 years ago. who- just think 5 years ago. Who among you or your parents have thought about psychology, having a psychological problem inside of you, anxiety, depression, and normal some things, ADHD and everything, some syndromes. Did you ever thought about it? Some of you may have. I had, but most of us did not. And about our parents, they don't even dare to think the word, because they think that it is the doctor of the mad people. So so, but this notion is changing. That notion is changing very fast. That notion is changing very fast, and through these 5 years, you can sense that people are getting more open about psychology. People are considering the mental illness, mental uh, discomforts as valid illness, valid issues to heal. How do you build a career in psychology? Maybe there is a medical path, there is a path through medicine and through MBBS studies, but apart from that, there is BSc in psychology options. You study a BSc course, you study a science graduation in psychology, and then you jump into training and jump into getting a license and open your clinic. You become a counselor, you become a psychologist through this path, and this is open to all of you devastated NEET aspirants. It is a valid way to heal people. You might have thought about becoming a psychiatrist, but let me tell you a thing. Let me tell you a very simple thing. How do psychiatrists heal people, and how do psychologists heal people? You come with a anxiety issue, the psychiatrist will think that you have a hormone disorder in your brain, and that hormone is composed of that chemical composition, and that chemical used upon that breaks that composition and destroys it. So the psychiatrist uh, would use medicine upon you with that chemical medicine that would break the chemical inside your brain, inside of that hormone, and then you will have the lesser secretion of that hormone, and that's how psychiatrist works. And there is definitely greater point of views to see the thing, greater things that psychiatrists do. I'm not actually not downgrading anything, and I definitely I, they are not cause. I have been through psychiatrist. I have visited one of them. He was genuinely good, Dr. Nikhilesh Mondol. But I'm here to talk about the process of healing that they follow and the psychologist follow. The psychologist, you go there with your mental issue, right? Your the state of your inner mind, right? The mind is distracted, frustrated, is having anxieties, having some problems in daily lives, having some problems in relationship problems, and many things. And these are valid problems, valid issues to heal from, valid illness to cure. We have to think it. We must be conscious and aware about that. And these are the fields that is open to anybody who wish to heal people, to help people in their own life. Psychology is a great field. And how the psychologist heal people? They heal through their their understanding, their efforts, their uh, positive guidance, motivation, and in that process, the patient feels happier. The patient believes in himself. The patient believes that he can heal above of that problem, and that is the greatest healing you can offer. The greatest healing a doctor can offer is the belief to the patient that he can heal, that he or she can be healed, that she can be normal as he was or as he has never been. He will be better, right, from that situation. That's the greatest offering a doctor can do, right? So if you are a potential doctor, be a doctor of the internal self. This body is just मतलब धूल मिट्टी का ही शरीर है, तो मिट तो जाएगा ही, पर अगर तुम हेल्प करना चाहते हो तो फिर उनके अंदर के मन को करो, यही मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूँ. तो let me continue in English so that many more people can relate to it. Maybe, maybe not. The thing is, okay, psychology will grow as a field, as a profession, as a work, as a designation. It will grow and it must grow, because think about this, that 10 years ago nobody have thought about, like very few people in the top tier cities only have thought about and have visited a psychologist when they have mental troubles. But none of the village, none of the people from the ordinary village, none of the ordinary class Indians had ever visited a psychologist, though they have serious mental problems or serious issues. You'd go to a village and you will find a certain people is living with a medical situation but not even aware of that. Like you will visit a village and you will see that some people, some specific people have a have a bulge on their head, have a bulge on that, have something. They are just crawling and walking. They are just maybe just they're walking tiltedly. These are all valid medical issues to cure, but they are not accessible access to the medical treatment, right? That's where you can offer. The next thing I'm going to tell about is physiotherapy. Physiotherapy. I'm having a body pain right now. So, how do I heal? How do I get better? How do I feel better? Do I have any way? You may suggest me that maybe I can get a medicine, I can get a painkiller, but you may also have heard about it that the painkiller is the worst kind of medicine. Maybe in day-to-day life we hear it about that. Don't get a painkiller; it is the worst medicine. It is dangerous for you, and making a habit out of it, having a painkiller, if you make it a habit of having a painkiller, it will definitely lead to a serious medical condition that would be much critical than to solve the pain. But how do we solve the pain otherwise? If we are not liking to have a painkiller on small issues or any issues, we can get the help of physiotherapy, and that's where they can expertly provide the help. So a physiotherapy person is not a spa massager or something, cause that is entirely different. They know about the body, they know about the physiology, and they know about which certain muscle to tap or pull or anything to get you the relief from that pain. And they are equally valuable in the society as a psychologist, as a healer, as any great professions, cause humans are bound to get pain. We will have pain, sorrow, death. These are the four noble truths of of God, Buddha. So we are bound to have it. We must have it. So we must have a solution ready for it, right? What do engineers do? What do engineers do? Engineers solve the problems. The greatest thing they would heard as an engineer is they're the solvers of the world's problem. So only engineers only engineers could solve only the science and technological problems of the world, of the design problems, maybe of the maybe some infrastructure problem. That's only limited. This is the field that is limited. But the greatest of fields that you can get into to heal people is to heal people, is to heal, is to provide that comfort, to provide that cure, and that must not be for the privileged, the wealthy, and the selected sects of people who get to do the MBBS, the medicine or anything. Very few people among them does the specialization. It is another tragedy. By the way, so so the thing is that you can offer a genuine help to the society. You can contribute in a very good way in the society through physiotherapy, through psychology. And let me give a perspective that in today's world and the world after 5 years or 10 years or 15 or 20 years, when your career will be at the peak, and the situation of India will be at the peak or maybe even higher. We are dreaming about the Viksit Bharat 2047. Doesn't matter what ideology or what political ideology or what which man you like or anything, but we as a country, we as a nation must have this uh, cumulative goal in each one of us to be a developed country by 2047. As APJ Abdul Kalam gave us the vision 2020 goal in 2022, maybe he was envisioning the India as a developed country in 2020, but that didn't happen. We were in sloth mode of growth, but right now we are growing. We are really growing. That's not only in numbers, but you can sense it in your day-to-day life. that what you were, what the world you are, what the India you are living 5 years ago and what you are living right now. That you can simply judge. So uh, it is definitely going to change. It is definitely going to grow, and it is definitely going to change in the concept and societal things, thinking of the society. Okay, so the things that are right now like sidelined and doesn't consider it as a great career option will grow, will absolutely grow, will absolutely grow as a massive contributor to the society in time. Today if you ask AI to that you have a fever, you have a you have an ache in your head, you have a stomach ache, you have a certain medical condition that your urine is blocking or anything, if you ask AI, he will give a suggestion, a correct procedure, better than any, better than maybe most of the junior doctors will give. Better, much better, and very true responses. So so the thing is that in future only the specialized doctors will stay, of course, and it is a very big concern and very big thing for you to understand that even the doctor's job will go in this AI revolution. And and maybe they are the fastest one to grow, cause people cannot afford uh, 500 rupees or 1000 rupees visit every time they visit a doctor for 1 minute, 1 minute only. They simply won't like to afford that much. They would simply ask AI that this is the situation right now, this is what happened, this is I'm having this for that number of days, and that is the specific of this issue, and what should I do next. You ask that, you ask with any problems you have, he the AI definitely gives a detailed answer. So if we think about that, the most of the public health things, public health queries are, will be, must and necessarily, it will be uh, it will be bounded to the AI, and people won't go to doctors that much, but people will go to a physiotherapist or psychologist, cause they have the real pain in their hand, they have the real pain in their neck for some days or for a long time, and they want to heal from that, and AI cannot help you with that. That's where the original hands of the physiologist, the original thinking process of the psychologist will definitely provide you help. The original listening of a human. We often talk in long hours with the AI about our current mental health or something. Sometimes we feel that it would be better to talk to a human, because AI definitely gives you the solution, but it doesn't give you the feeling of being listened. And that's where psychologists will have a very big market in future. There must, there will be at least 10, 15, or few, or various numbers of psychologists in even the tier 3 or smaller cities of every part of India, cause people will get tired, people will get frustrated, people will get uh, not accepted in their jobs, people will feel depressed, devastated and everything, and they will need help of an expert. So be that help that the human must need. That's where your whole existence is, whole existence lies, right? So at that point, psychologist, psychotherapist, Ayurveda and homeopathy as alternative medicines, and psychologist and and physiotherapist, physiotherapy as a complete, complete procedural career, will definitely work out. Will definitely get you greater pays even, cause 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 today's market, the psychological counseling cost around 500 rupees per hour or something per hour. So, but but it will definitely grow bigger and bigger, and it will give you certain levels of money that you will be needing in future. Another thing I want to tell you is education is practically and effectively free in India right now. Education is extremely available at your hand, at your laptop, and at your mobile, everywhere. If you know the right way to search, if you know the what to search, and if you know about the programs that the government of India and the not education ministry at all, but the topmost professors and topmost educational society is doing for India right now. Did you heard about NPTEL, National Program for Technology Enhanced Learning? Did you heard about NPTEL Plus, NPTEL Star programs, and NPTEL Medicine? Do you? Because you are a NEET aspirant, you must know that you can get the whole MBBS curriculum of education right at your laptop for free without clearing NEET or without anything. That is completely free and available for you to just watch and just learn, just for you to do the acquisition of that learning. It is available. Search NPTEL, and and I would say that you you surf through that site for maybe several hours or several minutes. You will find something you will be you'll be treasuring for your lifetime, because the whole higher education in India is right now free and available through NPTEL from the top most category of teachers, from IITs, ISERs, and AIMS. Yes, from the institute you are always dreaming of. Yes, that is definitely available. You can do anything, and through the STAR programs, I just discovered about that. Through the STAR programs, you can get equivalent of any engineering degree right from the IITs without clearing JEE mains or advanced. You can. You can study a normal BSc or something, or a BTech or something, and you can get IIT education just for free completely. You can study through NPTEL in basically any course in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Definitely everything is open right now, and the SWAM portal, you must know that through SWAM portal, every course that is taught in India, from arts to from arts, humanities, science, and science, technology, and medicine, and maybe school education, everything is available through the highest of educators in the SWAM portal for you to register, from you to get a for you to get a certificate through the NPTEL system. You can register for an exam for just only 1,000 rupees and complete the course and get a IIT levels IIT certificate for doing that course. And it is completely available at your hand, and you don't need to pay a single rupee for doing any of the NPTEL course. You can just you need the money only to get the certificate and get examined. Okay, so NPTEL is a vast option. NPTEL, you must search and must search through the site and the system. The last thing I'm going to talk with you is about me, is about something about myself, the BS degree. BS degree from IIT Madras I'm doing. I'm doing right now. I'm doing a BS in aeronautics and space technology from IIT Madras. I am the first batch student of that degree, and there are four BS degree courses that is open for anyone without even needing to clear JEE. Without JEE, you can pursue these courses, and with JEE, you can directly join the courses. Okay, and without JEE, you just need to do a qualified exam that is much lighter than JEE, but that is based entirely upon the 4 weeks of materials that they teach you. You should join it. You must join it, and you may like to join it, but that is currently opened in data science and application. That is a AI course, AI and data science course. Data science and management, that teaches management and the use of data science in management. The third course is electronic science, the electronic systems. So that is basically electrical engineering. And the third course is the fourth course, the course of me, the course I'm enrolled is BS in aeronautics and space technology. That is directly from IIT Madras. It is a vast option for you to begin your career. It is a good option, and there are maybe several others IITs that are offering the BS course without JEE, and the course fee is median, right? Actually median, and there is a great a 50% deduction for deduction in the whole fee for people having family income in 1 to 5 lakhs per annum. There is 70% fee reduction for those whose family income is below 1 lakh. So it is directly open for all who can dream, who do the dream. Okay. So the only thing I would like to conclude with that NEET, JEE, or any exam, any entrance exam that you dream is just a way to get into the goal of your life. Your goal of your life should not be the exam itself. I said a good statement to that friend whom I talked about the NEET. I said that if you choose the exam with what you give, then the exam will not choose you. And if you let the exam choose you, then you might be chosen. That's the conclusion. Right. Thank you. This was my first video, and I think I will upload it in YouTube. That was the first ever video I recorded myself, and I like to talk with people. I uh, I have been always limited to the friend circle of me. I'm not at all great at English even, but I tried it. So thank you for coming. Maybe thank you for watching if you did.